It totally switches things up. If you only need one running back, if you only absolutely have to have one, you can come back later and get a backup that could be like a rookie or something like that. Okay, we got to get through this. I'm actually running out of time. These half hours are going to be quick. I knew this would be a challenge. That's why it's fantasy football face punch. It's right in your face. It's quick, and it'll be done. Number 4, take that. Okay. Number 5, fantasy football list of commandments. Don't jump on tight ends or Ds too early. All right. Ask it. My good friend EC is in the. Okay, Krieger he's in there as now. Is in the chat room. Oh, he was. He's gone. Anyhow, this guy last year takes the Bears D before he takes a quarterback. Yeah. Needless to say, he didn't make the playoffs and finished again with one of the worst records in our league, second year in a row. I'm just saying, that's what happened. Silly. You don't, even though it's a sexy pick, everybody loved the Bears. Everybody loved their extra, their special teams and their defense going into last season. Everybody wanted the Bears, but still, you don't take them until later. Don't take a tight end. Don't take Antonio Gates in the 3rd or 4th round. Be smarter than that. All right, that's a tight end. You want to fill in the rest of your starting lineup before you start taking tight ends or defenses. Trust me. You want your quarterback. You want whatever running backs you're going to plug in there. You want whatever wide receivers you have to plug in there, with the exception of maybe one. You might be able to leave one wide receiver spot open and take a pretty high-quality tight end, but don't go taking them so early. Right? Oh, Krieger's back in here. All right, Krieger, I was pointing out last year how you took a defense before a quarterback. Didn't you? Wasn't that you? Or was that Wilson? No. Wilson had Carson Palmer. That was you. Can't do that. Anyhow, you learned. He learned. Number 6. You ready for this? Don't jump on rookies early in your draft, okay? Don't. Listen, I know how nice McFadden looks. I know. And I'm not saying he's not going to be a quality back. But don't go in thinking that you're drafting the next Adrian Peterson, so you're taking McFadden in the 1st round. Don't. Listen. Remember Cadillac Williams? Remember his first season, his rookie season? And after that season, he was automatically propelled into the elite status almost of running backs. He was 1st rounder in every draft after his rookie season. Does everybody remember that with Cadillac? Now, I'm not saying that Adrian Peterson is Cadillac Williams. I'm just saying you don't see every year a super stud fantasy running back as a rookie. It doesn't happen. You don't know what you're getting with the rookie. All right, you just don't know. Reggie Bush had more hype coming in than Adrian Peterson. Who would you rather have? You just don't know. And Darren McFadden, everybody wants to get this year's AP. Listen, who was the AP before AP, right? Who was the year before's AP? Who was the year before that? Like, there wasn't one, right? You don't see AP every single season. You just don't. All right? We were lucky to see a season like Adrian Peterson had last year. We were lucky to see that. You don't see it every single year. It just doesn't happen. I got to get going here. So don't jump on rookies early. Let other people take them. Take them later. I got Joseph Adai our first year in like the 12th round. Now he's my featured back. You see what I'm saying? Let other people jump on them early. You take the promising guys later. Take a Jonathan Stewart. Take a Matt Forte. Take a Kevin Smith. Let somebody else gamble on Darren McFadden with an early pick. You take somebody consistent. Number 7, Number 8, don't buy into bad teams equal bigger passing numbers. That's not always true. Everybody says, oh, well, you got to take, they're always going to be losing, so there's going to have to be passing a lot. Therefore, you want John Kitna from Detroit. Whoa. Hold on. Oh, okay, this is great. I just got news from our good friend Hardcore Rob that Marty McFly, host of the Conspiracy Corner, which comes on right after our show, Won't be in until 7:45 tonight. All right, so I can go a little bit later if need be, and I think I might need to go just a little bit later, but not too much, because I really want to try to fit this into a half hour, because I have to start working at that. This is going to be hard for me. I'm long-winded. I have a lot to say. Okay, don't buy into bad teams equal bigger passing numbers. It doesn't always work like that. Yes, it does sometimes, but remember that bad teams are bad because they don't score. All right, so sure, Kitna had a massive yards last year, not a lot of touchdowns. Know what I mean? So don't buy into that, and don't base your season around that. Don't, especially with wideouts. Wideouts on bad teams, you want to think, well, that means they're going to have to be throwing the ball more. Well, they might not be able to get that receiver the ball. That's why that team's bad. Think. Good players equal good production. Good players on good teams equal good production. Good players on bad teams, risky. Average players on bad teams that you think are going to get numbers just because their team's losing all the time, go ahead and take them. See what happens. Have fun with Reggie Brown. Have fun, yeah, I don't think Philadelphia will be good. Anyhow, Krieger, I know I talk a lot. I just said that. I can't help it. Long-winded. A lot to say about fantasy. I have a lot to say about fantasy football. To think I was actually going in like, oh man, I wonder what I'm going to talk about. Now I don't even have time.